Hi, this is Roger with Satyagraha News Network, where truth is the force. Today is January 3rd, 2021. Trump is a virus in so many different ways, an insidious, destructive, and evil force who wheedles his way where he does not belong. According to the Washington Post, today's edition, in a phone call with Republican Brad Raffensperger, the Secretary of State of Georgia, Donald Trump said to him, quote, "So look, all I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes, which is one more than we have, because we won the state," close quote. Once more, Trump, in the name of accusing Democrats of stealing the election in Georgia and across the United States, once more Trump and the deplorable and loathsome sycophants like Josh Hawley of my home state are trying to steal the election in Georgia and across these United States. But I wanted to write today about how Trump is a virus and how the coronavirus ought to be named the Trump virus. Trump, unlike my home state's Harry Truman, Trump will not take responsibility for anything that he is responsible for. Trump likes to scapegoat China, calling it the China virus. Yet, when he had the opportunity, Trump did not lead this country in the simplest of prophylactic measures against the virus, namely mask wearing. Even though Taiwan is not the People's Republic of China, I learned in the New York Times article of January 1, 2021, that Taiwan, with a population the size of Florida, has had 10 deaths from the coronavirus since this all began in the spring of 2020. They must be doing something right, and if our government is too dumb to do that same right thing, then I'm going to put the blame on our government, and I'm going to call it the Trump virus. Trump misses the mark in so many ways. I'm currently reading Barack Obama's wonderful autobiography, The Promised Land, and I'm reminded on every page how stupid Trump is and how unable he would be to write such an erudite and even-handed assessment of his own 4 years in the White House, especially if he had to write that by himself without a ghostwriter. It's a great book, and I would recommend it, along with Michelle's book. I am often reminded of how Trump blamed the Mexicans, one of another large grouping of scapegoats for Trump's own stupidity, for all and sundry problems that America faced. Deporting Mexicans is about as stupid as deporting Germans or Austrians, because Hitler came from Germany or Austria, and Trump's family came from Germany or Austria. Will that be our next step then, just because 2 deplorable villains came from Germany or Austria, that the entire population of citizens from Germany or Austria be damned? I hope not, even if America under Trump is leaning toward fascism. So now we see Ted Cruz, like Josh Hawley, currying favor with Donald Trump so that maybe Cruz can run for president in 2024 or Hawley can do the same. I find this very interesting because do you remember that in 2016 when Trump lost the Iowa Republican primary to Ted Cruz, Trump accused Cruz's campaign of stealing the election and cheating. Go figure. Trump did the same when his television show, The Apprentice, did not win the Academy Award. Trump accused the Academy Awards of being rigged against him. If the man loses at anything, he cannot admit that it might be his own shortcoming and take responsibility for the loss, as he must scapegoat someone else. Now, other flat earthers in the Republican Party are sharing this collective delusion, this folie à deux, this literally madness of two. Trump reminds this critic of Wolf Larson in Jack London's book, The Sea Wolf. Wolf Larson, a relentless villain who never gives up. Charles Foster Kane, the fictitious character based on William Randolph Hearst in Orson Welles' classic film Citizen Kane, runs for office and loses. Since Kane is a publisher, he has 2 newspaper mock-ups ready and waiting to announce the winner the morning after the election. One mock-up has as its headline, Kane wins. The other mock-up has as its headline, Election Stolen. Though I find it hard to believe that Trump appreciates any art form, there is some mention on the internet, whether true or not, that Trump's favorite movie is, you guessed it, Citizen Kane. Trump has stolen his strategy from the Citizen Kane playbook. This is Roger for Satyagraha News Network, where truth is the force. You can fool some of the people some of the time, and all of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time. Let us hope that our own imperfect version of democracy prevails come January 6th and January 20th, 2021, instead of fascism.